All right, ladies, we are live. Welcome, everybody, to Wednesday's Hangout. We're going to try to make this as quick as possible. You know, we know it's late over there on the East Coast. We don't want to take you away from your families. So it's going to be real simple. You know, my name is Michael Angel Martin. If you haven't heard of me, you know, I've been with Ingreso for about 7 months, and I've been having a blast. You know, I came to this company actually by accident. You know, a couple friends, you know, kept telling me about it when it first came out, and I kind of dipped my toes in the water, got in, played around with it for a little bit, and the thing just, you know, took off like crazy for me. And I'm just making some crazy incomes, enjoying the people, the products, the company. Literally, I've said this many times, I don't think I've ever had more fun building a business, you know, in my life. You know, it allows me to stay home, work from home full time. As you can see, scruffed out, you know, hat. You know, I was going to make up an excuse and say I didn't have time to doll up for you guys, but you know, who am I joking? I'm always like this. So, you know, once in a while I'll shave if I have to. You know, but. And but you know, and I love that life. You know, I love being able to you know, do whatever the heck I want. You know, when I want. And Ingreso has provided that for me. And you know, it took some work. It wasn't you know, it's not like it's push button. You know, make money. You know, the next day or while you're sleeping, type of thing. It's a business, and you got to build a business just like any other business. You know, but if you put the time and the effort into it, you know, you can do really well here, and that reminds me too, just to throw in that, you know, the FTC little blurb there, which basically states, you know, as we go through this webinar when we talk about our results, you know, they're exactly that. There are results, and you know, your situation could be different. You could come in leverage different. Your work ethic could be different. You know, it depends on a lot of different things. You know. That's going to depend on what you make. You know, you might not work as hard as I do. You might not be able to work as hard as I do. But the bottom line is if you can, you know, follow directions, follow a simple plan, leverage properly, you can definitely make some awesome money in this company, as you'll see here moving forward. So as you can see here, I have a couple beautiful ladies here with me, and I'd like to have them introduce themselves. They're on our team here. They've been in Ingreso for a little bit. Sandy, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, this is Sandy Root here, and I've been with Ingreso, I think it's just about exactly 3 months now, and I'm really loving it. It's just a great team, and you know, I was thinking before, Michael, when we were chatting on Facebook a little bit, you know, like when I saw your first webinar before I joined, I just really felt how genuine you were. It just came through very clear on that webinar, and that made me say, I want to join, you know, very down to earth, very genuine. And the more I know Michael and am seeing his trainings and I'm on his team, the more and more I'm just so grateful for his realness, his genuine self. He's not a bullshitter, you know, about this industry. He's straight up and honest, and I so appreciate that. And
thank you.
You know, I came into IC with about 2 years previous experience in network marketing, and I didn't see much success. I am a hard worker. I'm very consistent and persistent, but whatever was going on, I just wasn't seeing the success. But when I came into Ingreso, you know, on my first day, I had a check, and it's really been amazing. I've been being successful and making money that I've never made before because of the trainings we have on our team, because of the teams, and just Ingreso itself, the CEO, the president, they're the same way, very genuine, very down to earth, and that's what I love about this company. Overall, it's just super genuine, super real. You know, real people just having a good time and building a business. So, sorry, that was a long intro, but
No, that's fine. You know, that's how these hangouts go. You never know. For some reason, they always last exactly an hour too. I don't get that.
Right.
No matter what tangents we go off on, in an hour we're done. You know, it's funny. So I'd also like to introduce Vicky here. Vicky, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome, Michael. How are you?
I'm
I
doing
tell
great.
you what, I have to concur with everything that Sandy said. Sandy and I pretty much kind of came on at the same time, and some days it seems like we've been associated with this company much longer because it feels like family, and I have to second her comments about how down to earth you are, and funny too. I think for the rest of my life I'll remember the shark attack from Miami. but that's what I think is so cool about this is that we're making money, and I have to also agree with Sandy. I've been in various other programs over the years, and actually IC is the first program that I've actually been in profit on. So I'm just loving IC, and I love that, like Sandy said. Love the love the integrity of the ownership of IC. I love the leaders that are coming up, and I'm just glad to be here. So thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and I remember too your story when you first came on. You know that. You know when you made your first checks there, and you got a little bit emotional there.
Yes, I did.
You know, and I love seeing that stuff. You know, we all do, and this is one of the first companies that I've seen that happen a lot. You know, you have people in other businesses, you know, that I don't know, get lucky once in a while. You know, the stars align, but we just keep seeing it over and over and over again in this business where, you know, people come in, you know, fairly new, or even if they're not new, they've been in the industry for a long time, but failing after failure after failure after failure after failure, jumping from program to program to program, and then finally get here, and for some reason, you know, they're making money, and you know, and we know the reason. You know, it's really a combination of the company itself, the way they pay. You know, it's just really a genius setup. You know, the way this pay plan is developed and put together, and you know, and then our strategies as well. You know, we have a really cool Facebook strategy that we all use. You know, and it's basically, I mean, there's more details to it, and we give you all the details when you join any of us. But in a nutshell, it's it's basically creating a targeted network with Facebook, and then communicating them with really easy little posts every day. And you do that consistently, and it can make you some really good money. Now, like I said, there's a lot of nuances and details to that, and we give all that to you when you join. It doesn't matter who you join either. If you're watching this, we're going to show you some proof and things. And don't think, oh, I need to join that person, because he's got a check, or I need to join that. We're all one family. We all have the same training. Whoever sent you to this, get back to them. They'll sign you up. They'll plug you in. They'll get you the same training that I have, the same training that I give, the same training that Sandy gives, the same training that Vicky gives, Alfredo gives, all of us. You'll get it no matter who you join. So don't sweat that. Get back to the person that sent you here, and just get with them. Okay. So what I want to do, first, real quick, is I do want to show you some proof. I'm a guy that believes in showing proof right off the get-go, because it's kind of, I call it slap in the face marketing. Kind of gets your attention, because I don't think people take online business seriously. They don't take it as serious as a brick and mortar business. Okay, and showing proof helps change that mindset a little bit, because I came from the brick and mortar world, and I had a business I paid $250,000 for, and I make more money now in this than I did in that business. So, this is real, and you need to take it seriously. And so I'm about to slap you a little bit here. So let me pull up, and it's going to be real quick. This is not going to be like a proof hangout. I'm just going to show maybe 2 or 3 shots here, and then we'll move on to a little quick slideshow. Let's see, screen. Yeah, I guess screen is what I want to do. All right. And over to Facebook. Get Vicky out of here. People calling me on the phone. All right. Okay, so let me go up here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So this is, my checks right here the last 3 days. Well, there's a day skipped in between here, but, I got a $125 check July 26th, a $1,500 check on July 27th, and then a couple days later, Tuesday, a $4,500 check. So that's serious money. It's a serious business. And then over here's another, do the money dance photo. I was making a plug at another company there, but all in good fun. So here's my $4,500 check again, but here's another guy, Dale, who also popped a $4,500 check on the same day. You can't see the date here, but they're the exact same day. He popped his about maybe an hour, after I did. And then over here, I got another top earner here, Alfredo, withdrew $7,000 out on that same day. Another top earner, John, withdrew $4,000 out of his account. Again, that same day, I think, we added up, it's, about $20,000 just between the four of us. And it's not just, gurus or I guess gurus is the right word, making the money. There's also just, everyday people making the money. Like right here, I just grabbed random shots of different people, on our team. Here's John, made a $125 check. Jack, $900 check. Christine, $300 check. DPS Marketing, $1,500 check. There's a $1,500 for me. Here's a $900 check from Blaž, and he's not even in the U.S. He's over in Slovenia, so he's international and he's killing it. So, I mean, you can see here it's really, every people from all walks of life, making great money. It's we even have a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old killing it in this thing. They got their parents' permission to sign up, and they got their consent, and one of the 15-year-old makes more money than her teachers. Than her teachers. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing stuff. What I want to do is kind of just give you a brief description. It's going to be real quick. It's going to be a slideshow, and we'll talk about some of the different slides as we go, and I'll ask your opinions too as we go through it. Just to kind of give you a little bit of idea, because at first IC can be a little bit confusing, even for us trying to explain it, because there's so many different ways to get paid. I mean, last time I checked there was 10, but I'm sure there's more already. But I believe there's 10 different ways to get paid. There's as many products as well. So it can get a little bit confusing, what Ingreso is. So hopefully this slideshow will help you out a little bit. Let me, whoops, before I do that, we'll share the screen. Share the screen again. All right. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Was silence there for a minute. I was like, uh-oh, lost you guys. All right. Now I'm not going to blow it up to a full screen presentation. I'm just going to leave it like this because it just seems to work better. So, what is Ingreso Cybernetico? And also, too, before I go through these slides need to be updated. They actually don't even have the very new products in it, but we'll discuss those as we go. So Ingreso Cybernetico is a complete turnkey business. We offer a tool suite of products every marketer wants and needs to be successful online. We show you step-by-step how to use these tools as well as strategies and techniques to be successful on the internet. IC combines the best of both internet marketing and the home-based business industry with our tool suite and aggressive comp plan. And the comp plan, is aggressive. You're going to see some more about, in it as we go. But just as a quick side note, there's a guy, you may be even on this webinar watching, named John Gilardi, and he's a consultant with companies. He designs comp plans, and he doesn't join companies that he can't make a lot of money in. I think the number was something like 500,000 a month. If he doesn't think he can make that, he won't join it. And he was blown away by this comp plan when he saw it, and and actually he ended up joining and bringing it to the U.S. That's how powerful this comp plan is. So who is Ingreso Cybernetical? Well, the company's based in Medellin, Colombia. They started doing business in September 2012, and at that time they were all Spanish. They served the Spanish community only. And then 2014, November, actually I think it was November of 2013, they converted to English, and then later on in 14 they added Portuguese as well. It's a global opportunity, so it doesn't matter where you are on the planet, we can use this, and we are committed to providing online business services for all those that choose to utilize our products and services around the world. So this is our leadership right here, and you got Juan Carlos Alaya, he's the president. Dwayne Golden, who you see the most of, is the CEO, and then Jatin Patel is the programmer. He's the CIO, and he takes care of all the products, all the awesome products that we're going to be talking about here today. And and these leaders are incredible. I know personally Dwayne and Jatel very, very well. I don't know Juan Carlos all that well. I've met him a couple times at the events, but he's a great guy. A lot of fun. Dwayne is just an awesome leader. I mean, we could talk a whole webinar just about his attitude and the things he does, but he really cares about people, and about let's see, I'm trying to find the best way to say it, but he just cares about people. I guess that's the only way I can really put it. Let me want to come over here to the screen real quick. So I want to get you guys' opinion real quick. So just real quick, I don't want to make this a Dwayne hangout, but just real quick, Sandy, what's your opinion on the leadership, including Dwayne?
Yeah, like I was saying before, they're the same, like the genuine, down to earth, very real. Vicki and I were sharing in the past about at the last event a couple weeks ago in Miami, we had seen Dwayne the night before the event in the hotel lobby, and Vicki just went up to say, "Hi, Dwayne, we're in Ingreso," and he introduced himself, very friendly, chatted with us for like 5 minutes, and even though he was in the middle of some transaction at the desk, and the next morning he saw us and he's like, "Hi, Vicki," and "Hi, Sandy," and I'm like, "You remembered our names?" Because I'm just like, he's got to have so much going on in his head, and for him to really take the time to process our names, it really surprised me, and that to me is someone who really cares about people, and throughout the event you could see that he really cared about people. He took time to bring people on stage who were sharing their stories. He's helping one of them with an hour of free coaching. He was giving away money to people who are maybe struggling to get to the event right now. And so it's just a huge heart. I'm getting chills talking about him because, I'm just so grateful to be a part of this company because I'm surrounded by people with huge hearts, and it feels so good. It's very genuine and real. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And what are your thoughts, Vicki?
Well, I have to concur completely with Sandy on that. I guess the best way I can describe Dwayne Golden is he has a true servant's heart. Like you said, someone who, like the hour coaching that he's giving someone because they are having some life challenges, and another young man that we know, going up on stage, and he blew us away because he was on the back row when Dwayne said something about if somebody was kind of struggling in their business, and Aaron you know, all of a sudden there he was up on stage, and Aaron's a very shy young man, and Dwayne blessed him with, you know, with cash. And like I said, really just the basic bottom line thing is, I think the entire company, but Dwayne Golden specifically has a true servant's heart.
Yeah, you're right, and the reason why he can do what he does is because of the great team he has there, you know, supporting him. You know, he's got, you know, he has, I'm going to switch back to the screen here, but he's, you know, he has not only, you know, these guys right here, you know, who are top notch, but, you know, all the other people that are behind the scenes, all the support, you know, the translators, you know, just everybody there. He doesn't have to worry about all that stuff. He can just worry about, you know, taking care of people, because they are taking care of all of the other stuff for him, you know, right down to his family, you know, getting his family involved, and just top-notch stuff. So the next thing now is the tool suite. You know, you know, Ingreso Cybernetico is, you know, like to call themselves a software company. And when you join Ingreso, the unique thing about them is they have all these tools that you get with it when you join. It comes with the $25 per month fee that you pay with Ingreso. So just a couple of them here, you know, they have digital products. Digital products that are already made up with sales pages, everything, and all you have to do is copy the link, you know, and promote it, and any of those products sell, you make 100% of the commission. They have a domain company, okay, and you get a free domain when you join. They have hosting, okay. They have an Ingreso cloud where you can back up all your computers on it. They have an autoresponder. They have IC lead pages, so you can create opt-in pages, thank you pages, sales pages. They create apps. They have a language institute that right now that teaches English and Spanish. And they also now have this webinar software that you're on right now. This is actually just released very recently, and it's just another product that, you know, that comes with the suite. Every time they add a product, the price doesn't go up. It's $25 a month, and that's it. And they just keep adding value. I think Alfredo said it best once that you know, it's like investing in a stock that just keeps increasing in value. You know, that's what this is. I mean, it just seems like every time I log on, there's a new update. Hey, we got a new product. Hey, we got a new update to the products we already have. And you've got all this stuff. And if you notice, these are all things you need to have a business online. These are all things I was paying separately when I was in a different company. You know, I had to buy domain names. I had to pay for hosting. You know, I had a cloud service. I had an autoresponder service. I had a lead page service. I had a webinar service just like this that I canceled. I was paying $67 a month for a webinar service that's not even as good as this one. $67 a month, and I got to cancel that because now I've got this one, you know, for nothing extra. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I'd say my favorite products, you know, I keep adding to it. My first favorite is the Ingreso Cloud. I think it's better than any cloud service out there, even Apple iCloud. You know, it backs up all your files from your computers. I have my Mac backed up. I have my PC backed up. You can access the files from anywhere, even your smartphone. It's really slick. And then, you know, my new favorite thing is this webinar software. You know, it's just amazing to be able to have unlimited people on a webinar. I don't have to worry about, you know, maxing it out. We have unlimited people, and we have all these cool features and options with it. I want to come back over to you guys again. Let's see here, Vicky. You know, what is your favorite product? Do you have one single favorite product, or?
Probably for me so far, what is I think has been the challenge in a lot of my other opportunities was being able to create those capture pages and lead pages. And so that was one of the things that got me right off the bat, was how easy creating these capture pages, lead pages, thank you page, sales page, opt-in forms, it's all together, and you can create one virtually in probably less than 5 minutes. And so that's probably my first one. The second one would have to be, I have to agree with you, Michael, is the cloud. I've not fully accessed mine yet because my old desktop, I kind of need to get it kind of cleaned up a little bit, and then I want to back it up. But I really like the cloud because, like you said, paying for one through, you know, say with my iPhone or stuff like that, I mean, it's very limited on the amount of storage that I get. So have the IC Cloud and the lead pages, those are probably, and the webinar program, the webinar system that we're using, I would have to say those are my top 3.
Cool, cool. And Sandy?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Cybernetical Live, too. You know, I'm in the middle of a move, so I haven't really had a chance to look at it yet. I've gone in the back office and played around with it a little bit, but I haven't tested it out yet. But I'm super excited about it. Just seeing the power of it from you using it, Michael, and other people like you know, Dwayne and the leaders with the chat and just all the things you can do with it. The evergreen feature, making it live or recorded. The list goes on. And with that, and also the chat and serve, I was looking, you know, a lot into the chat and serve and how I
mentioned that.
Start, you know, selling that to businesses, and that through, you know, is another way to make one of the many ways to get paid in Ingreso. Plus, the Cybernetical Live and the chat and serve through the affiliate partnership, getting paid in that way too. I'm super excited to share Cybernetical Live with people because they'll be so as ecstatic as I am about it, you know, with just a one-time yearly free and all the features in it. I'm just excited to share this stuff because it's amazing and it's new, and you know, that's what I love about Ingreso. They're always updating things, and their stuff is top notch. It's just good stuff.
Yeah, and I was watching that webinar today, and you brought up a couple good points about this software that just has me so excited. You know, the first thing is the evergreen feature that you mentioned. You know, we're literally going to be able to create recorded, you know, anything, say recorded trainings, and we can set it up multiple times throughout the day, multiple times throughout the week, where people can show up to these trainings, you know, and it will play live at that specific time, you know, for whoever's interested in watching it at that time. So, you know, and then you can do that with, you know, not just trainings, but you can do that around products. So, you know, if you have affiliate products and you want to sell affiliate products, you do a hangout about it, drop it into one of these evergreen webinar modules and set it up to play every day at 9 o'clock, you know, and drive traffic to it, you know, and everybody's going to run into it. And then the other thing is you know, I'm going to talk more about this in a little bit, but I figured I'd just throw it in right now, but the partnership program where we can sell this as an affiliate. And the value, I was watching again the webinar today, and the value that they're packing into this, it's not just, hey, we're selling a webinar system. You know, we're selling a webinar system that has a, you know, one-time fee, so you're not paying every month. You know, it's a low $299 for the year. And they're also packaging in a couple of the other products. They're going to let them have access to the Magic Responder. So they're going to have their autoresponder. They're going to let them have access to IC lead pages so they can create. So that's going to come packaged in with this webinar software. So, I mean, no one's doing that right now. You know, it's going to save people so much money. You know, that they're just going to get that for free. The autoresponder is going to be up to like 10,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
you know, that they're going to be able to get. And the IC lead pages are going to get full access to that along with the webinar software. I mean, that's crazy. That's insane.
I couldn't help but laugh because I remember your comment on the webinar today about, does it come with sushi?
Yeah, that's what I asked them. I was like, man, this thing, they're throwing everything in. I want a sushi dinner with this thing, too. But it's crazy. I mean, we're going to be able to sell those like hotcakes. You know, I mean, people are going to buy this. We're going to make so much money, and we get 50% commission with the ability to actually make 75% commission. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Well, you know what I like? One little thing to throw in.
Yeah, sure.
Is that what is so cool about IC is that the money that they're everything, they are turning it back to the reps, and they're turning it back into creating more products instead of it being like, okay, well, the top person, like the owner of the company, is the one who's making all the money and offering small commissions to the workforce, and that is just that's unheard of, and I think that's a big selling point for me. So yeah, I'm like you guys. This is beyond exciting.
Yeah, it's nuts here. I just had to pull up this. Okay, yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait to start selling that thing.
Yeah.
Let me pull the screen up.
Start making videos now.
Yeah. Let's see what happened here. Do I have my thing? Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so that's the tool suite stuff. And the next slide is about the partnership program. So the partnership program, as we discussed, is a really cool thing. It's most of it's 100% commissions, and I'm going to show you my back office here. I hope I'm allowed to do this, but you know what they say, you know, it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. And it's a $300 one-time yearly payment to become a part of the partnership program. But what happens in it, and I'm going to show you my back office because I am a part of this. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
All right, so these are all the products that Ingreso offers. All right, so say for instance, say if you don't like recruiting, okay? Say if you get into Ingreso and you say, you know what, I don't like recruiting. You know, what's different from this company, other companies, you join these other businesses, you don't like recruiting, well, you're stuck. You're stuck. You know, that's how they make money is just from recruiting. Well, here with the affiliate program, all these softwares that Ingreso offers, okay, they're not third-party softwares. They created these softwares from the ground up. They programmed them all themselves, okay, and they offer you to be able to sell these. So check this out, right? I get all my. This is my affiliate portal, you know, and I just upgraded to this a couple weeks ago. I haven't started selling anything, so you're going to see all these zeros here. But you get your commissions, transaction history, referral link, banners, marketing videos. And this is the money you make. So you make 100% of each sale on the responder. So depending on what package they pick, you either get $15, $29, or $69 a month. This is for the autoresponder service. So if you want to be in the autoresponder business, there's the link. You make 100% of the money. You want to sell hosting, $99 a month. You got your link, and you make 100% of every sale. Ingreso Clouds, $25 a pop. You get 100% of that. Here's the one I'm excited about. I like the big ticket stuff. So this is the Language Institute. All right, it's $200 for 2 semesters of learning either English or Spanish, or for another extra $125, they can get 4 semesters. 100% commissions on that. You make every penny of that. You sell it, you make it. Period. They do the work, right? IC lead pages, 100%. Depending on what package they pick, $37 a month or $67 a month. Now this is, again, for all people that don't join IC, you're just selling the products out there to the public. The chat and serve software, which we really haven't gone into, depends what package, it's either going to be $19 or $29 a month. Then here's the webinar software, $299. And this one here is 50%. $299, this is also 50%. And they also create apps for businesses, for any type of business. And anywhere from $1,500 up to $5,000 for an app, you get 50% of that. And then these 3 here, you have the ability to upgrade to 75% if you go on that $25 per month that you have to pay for IC. If you put that on an auto payment, it's called Smart Order. You know, we don't force you to do an auto payment. That's the other cool thing. If you choose to do it, though, we reward you for it, and we give you more commissions. The 2 I'm going to attack like crazy is the Cybernetical Live and the Language Institute, because that's, you know, they sell like hotcakes, and you know, this one here is 100% commissions, you know, and this one here is going to be, for me, 75% commissions, and it's going to sell like crazy. You know, then That's really all I can say about that. It's
Yeah.
and let's see here. So again, this slide is outdated. There's now, I believe, 10 ways to get paid. This is 8 different ways. We got a 2x2 business centers. We got the digital products. We got the residual unilevel commissions, entrepreneur bonuses, contest bonuses, fast start bonuses. One of my favorites, the lifestyle car bonus, and again the affiliate partnership commissions. So this 2x2 matrix, it's called a follow me matrix, and it's real simple. Okay, when you join any one of these matrices, you land right here at the top, and you need to fill the board, 6 people. Now it doesn't matter who fills this board, okay? Who fills these boards, whether it's you or somebody else. Now how can someone else fill your board? Well, it's easy. Okay, so say you're here, you're actually part of the board of the person above you. So that person above you needs these 2 spots to get filled to clear his board. You need these 2 spots to clear to fill your board. So there's always 2 people working to fill a spot. And whoever fills them, it doesn't matter. So for instance here, say someone gets put here, you need these 2 spots to fill your board. This person needs these 2 spots to fill their board. So you're both working to fill these spots. And again, it doesn't matter who fills them. Once they get filled, this board does what's called a cycle, and you get paid $125. Okay? Now, anytime any personal sponsor members completes a business center on the $50 business center, on level 1 you make $5. On your level 2, when that happens, you make $3. And on your level 3, you make $2. Okay? And you get paid this money monthly. And I can tell you right now, being in this company for 7 months and with a downline of, I think, over 2,500 people now, that check gets big. It gets big. But we have more business centers. You want to make more money. $125 doesn't sound like a lot of money. Well, on this one here, it's $100 to enter it. And you can do these boards in any way you want. We suggest doing them consecutively. And you can buy them all at the same time. You can buy one, upgrade to another one later. You can do it any way you want. So this one is the same thing, except for it's just more money. $100 one-time payment, $300 when the board fills. There's a $300 one. Now these next 2 boards are some of the most popular boards right here. I make a lot of money on these boards. $300 one-time payment to get in. Every time the board fills, you make $900. And you can do this over and over and over again for this one-time payment. Same thing on all the boards. Okay? Let's see here. Okay, yeah. So here's one I popped. I showed you the proof there at the beginning. This is a board that costs $500 to get on, one-time payment, and when you fill it, you make $1,500. I did that on Sunday. I filled it. I made $1,500. And then what happens is I get a fresh new board, and I start over. Okay, and I've already have 2 people on my fresh new board. I just need 4 more, and I make another $1,500. Here's the other one that you just saw. This one costs $1,500, one-time payment to get on, and when you fill it, you make a $4,500 check. All right, and I did that. That's really cool when you make those checks. And then here's another one, $3,500 one-time fee. When you fill this board, you make $10,500. So that's cool about this business is, there's a level for everybody, for every single budget. If you're really, really, really hurting, you got the smaller boards. But if you're serious, you want to make 6 figures, then we got these higher boards where you can kill it. And I've shown you the proof. People are doing this, and they're doing it a lot. There's also one board that's not on here. There's another slide. There's another board, but there's not a slide for it. That has a $7,500 one-time payment, and when it cycles out, it's $22,500. So that's if you really want to play in the big leagues. So we have another, what's called like the unilevel pay, that comes out of this $25 membership fee. Everybody wants to know, what's that $25 goes to? Well, like Vicki brought up, is a lot of the money that's paid to Ingreso gets poured right back into the member's pay plan. And that's what this $25 does. So this is how this works. Anytime anyone pays their $25 monthly membership fee, you get a piece of that, okay, depending on what level they're on. So if they're level 1, you make $5. Level 2, you make $2. 3, $1, $1, $1. Now there's also something called the President's Club, which is on the next slide. If you join the President's Circle, I mean, I like to call it the club for some reason. Oh, it does say club down here on this one. It was a subliminal thing. So, so if you do join the President's Club Circle, this expands out down to 11 levels. And here's the payments here. You know, my organization goes down 18 levels. I am a part of the President's Club, so I get paid anytime anybody pays their $25 monthly fee down 11 levels. I make some money, and this might look like small money, but it adds up. I mean, look at these numbers here. If you were to get on level 6, like you can't see it here, but just even right here, level 7, you know, you'll have 16,304. Look at the money, you know, 49,000 per level, monthly income 58,000. I mean, this money can add up as your organization builds. You know, this is not play money, and you know, the way I describe it to a lot of people, you know, there's two different types of. Let me stare you in the face for a second. Let me look in your eyes.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. Yeah, so there's two types of, generally there's two types of programs out there on the internet, types of businesses. You either have what's more like a direct sales business, high-ticket business, where you make a sale, you make the money, and you're done. Okay, there's no residual, there's no monthly money with it, but it's high-ticket, you make the sale, and you're done. The good thing about that is you get that quick money, you know, to pay your bills, but if you stop working for, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, the money stops coming in. Then you have the other side of the fence, which is all the MLM programs out there that are really small commissions, you know, but you can build a full-time income over 3 to 5 years. You know, there's like a 3 to 5 year plan with those. You know, you need to stay with your full-time job. You know, do that part-time. You build it up, and in 3 to 5 years, you'll be able to quit your job because those little commissions spread out over thousands of members adds up. But with this pay plan, you have the best of both worlds. You have the boards, or the business centers as they call them, that you can join. If you leverage yourself properly, you're talking some high-ticket items here. You're talking big money. Those checks that I showed you is money I get paid weekly. Every time I do that, I get paid. So we get paid from Friday to Friday. So anything I make between last Friday and this Friday, I'll get paid next Friday. Everything I made last week, I'll get paid this Friday. So every week you're getting a check. That's your bill money. That's your, you know, get out of your job money. And then all that little stuff I just showed you, that $1, $2, as you're working it and building your organization over months, over years, that can turn into a full-time income all by itself. Just that other part. You know, so it's pretty amazing. They really thought this out. You know, to really put all the elements in there for people. All right. So the President's Circle, or club, however you want to call it. So this is just like a little added benefit. It's a one-time payment of $300. It gets you additional products. It gets you additional usage of the products. It opens up your residual commissions, like I stated, 6 to 11. You get fast start bonuses when you sell presidentials from levels 1 to 5. And you get lifestyle and car bonuses, you know, which is some of my favorite right here. You know, I make a lot of money in car bonuses. I showed you all those checks, and I haven't even shown you, you know, car bonus money. And I can probably do that real quick. Let me see if I'm logged in here, because this is really some cool stuff. Oops. Okay. Let me get back over here and share the old screen. Oh, I'm already sharing it. Okay, cool. All right, excellent. So right here, can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So what this is, what you're seeing right here are a list of my car bonus checks. Okay, and this happens from being in the President's Club. If you sell 3 President's Clubs, you get a $500 car bonus. You also get $50 for each one you sell as a Fast Start bonus. So you really get $650 for every President's Club that you sell. Also, anyone you bring in, any 5 people you bring in at 300 Business Center or above, you get a car bonus, a $500 car bonus. And you can do that as many times as you want in a month. All right, so you can see I started in January, and you know, any car bonus you make in a month is paid the 15th on the next month. Now, this, so the first month I was in, I made a $2,500 car bonus. I actually went out and bought a car because how easy it was to get a car bonus. This second one here, this was actually $1,000. They made an error, and I told them about it. They corrected it, and all they did was credit my e-wallet another $500. So this is only showing $500. And then I made another $2,500. I made another $2,500. This one was actual $500 that month. I was slacking that month. And then July 15th, just a couple weeks ago, I got another $2,500. And right now, for August, I've got a $2,500 car bonus again. And so it's a lot of money. You know, it's a lot of, the stuff adds up. When you add up, you know, this stuff, the weekly checks, the car bonuses, it gets crazy. And I don't want you to think, you know, you're going to join tonight, and then tomorrow you're going to be making, you know, all this money. You know, it takes work. It takes, you know, it takes work. You got to get down, you got to do the work, and you got to stay consistent. And if you do that, there's a lot of potential here. So you might be asking yourself how to get started. Like I said earlier, really quick, get back with the person that referred you to this webinar and ask them for their link. If you have any more questions, go ahead and ask them. They'll get them answered for you. Decide what level you want to start at. You know, and the best way to decide that, and I'm just going to pop out of this again. I don't need this anymore.
Be free.
Yeah. So the best way to decide is, you know, what I like to ask people is, you know, how much do you want to make? You know, you can't come in on the 50 board and expect to make the checks I make. All right? It's not going to happen. You know, if you want to make, you know, big money, you have to leverage yourself, you know, in a bigger way. But do what you can, you know, come in where you can, but you need to ask yourself, you know, what do you want to make? And then try to get at the level, you know, that it takes to make that. Usually people would like to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. You know, that's usually enough to get them out of their job. You know, if that's you, then you at least want to do the 50, the 100, and the 300. Okay? And the President's Club. You know, I would throw that in there as well. That'll put you in an incredible position to make $1,325 over and over again as you fill those business centers. That's $1,325, and it'll allow you to get the car bonuses as you're doing that, because you don't have to do anything extra to get those car bonuses other than join the club, because you're already going to do that stuff anyways. Those President's Clubs are going to sell already, and you're going to be filling those boards already. You're just going to get paid a whole lot more for it if you're in the club. So that's the area where you know, I want you to look at. Now, for those of you out there that are, you know, really big players and don't like to mess around and want to come in and just blow this thing out of the water, then look at coming in up through the higher levels. But you need to get back with the person that sent you to this video and have a discussion about that and figure out what's the best for you. I think we hit pretty much everything I wanted to hit. Sandy, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah. Well, yeah, first of all, the Presidential Club or Circle is, you know, I didn't really understand it when I joined it. I just knew the value. Like, I listened to the people that are having success, so I'm like, I'm going to get it. And, you know, I got a car bonus within the first two, I believe it was my second month. And, you know, and then also when you were talking about the residual commissions, when I first joined, I understood the matrix, but I didn't really understand the residual, and I didn't really look at it yet because I was just focusing on taking action and doing some trainings. And so I would go back into my back office every day and be like, I'm making money and I don't even know how. So you can, as long as you're buying, purchasing the business centers, being in the presidential circle, you'll start making money if you're, taking action. And I was like, what? Where is this coming from? Until I actually, learned more about how the residual income works. So I guess my point is you don't have to really know what you're doing to start making money. Of course, you have to take action. You have to be persistent. You have to be consistent. You have to go on the trainings. You have to be present with it. But don't think that you need to come in and it can be overwhelming understanding all the products and the different levels in that. But just come in with the faith and the knowing that you're following the people who are having success and that you can have it too. And don't worry about having to know it all at once.
Yeah, that's a good point. And a couple things that you reminded me of as you were talking was, the car bonuses, just to mention, they call them car bonuses, but you can use them for whatever you want. Okay, that's the first thing. You don't have to spend it on a car. You can just transfer it to your bank, and you can pay. I mean, obviously, $2,500 a month. I'd have to buy a Ferrari in order to spend that on a car, right? So, obviously that pays for a lot of other things. It pays for my car, insurance, expenses, and you can use it for whatever you want. The other thing, too, in a lot of other companies, you have to qualify for 3 months at a certain level before you get that bonus, right? Not with Ingreso, you do that stuff that month, you get paid, period. There's no waiting. There's no nothing. If you do it, you get paid. If you don't do it, you don't get paid. It's really, really cut and dry. And there was one other thing that you mentioned that I forgot what I was going to say. But can't think. Vicki, why don't you got something to say? Maybe I'll remember it. Maybe I'll remember it as you're going through it.
Well, I have to agree that when I was first introduced to this, when I saw the thing about the President's Club Circle, however we want to call it. When it said maximize the pay plan, man, I was all over it. I got that before I even got the 300 Business Center because I was just so excited. But, success leaves clues. I've heard that forever and ever and ever. So, you want to align yourself not only with a company that's successful, you want to align yourself with leadership that's successful. And Michael has shown that our team or teams that we're associated with, that we're doing that. So, like I said, success leaves clues. Plug in, follow the system. Like Sandy said, just pick out 1 or 2 things to try to really focus on. You don't have to learn everything all at once. And just be consistent. And when you're consistent, your success is going to catch up with you.
Yeah, and I remember now because you said it as well. And I remember is the explaining part about Ingreso being overwhelmed. We have videos that do all the explaining for you. That's the cool thing. Dwayne does webinars constantly, and they're always being updated. And I always grab the latest one, and I use that. And anybody asks me for questions, I just, hey, watch this, and then come back to me. And usually that video will answer 99% of their questions. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about that. Just like we said, just get plugged in, get back with your sponsor. Get an Ingreso at the level that's comfortable for you, and maybe even a little uncomfortable. I always tell my people, find out the level that you're comfortable with, and then force yourself to do the next one. Just stretch yourself out that one because. It's the only way that you're going to be able to take care of your financial problems, your situation, whatever it is. You got to stretch yourself. If you move forward in fear, it's going to end up being like any other thing you joined. If you don't position yourself properly, it's not going to work out for you, and you're going to, fall to the wayside. And we don't want that to happen. So make sure you talk to whoever sent you here, figure out what's right for you, and just get in. That's about all I got. That's all I got. So I want to thank everybody for showing up. Yes, this is going to be recorded for the people that are asking. Maybe before we close this out, we got 5 more minutes. Does anybody have any questions in the chat room? And I know there's like a 15-second delay, so we're going to kind of have this awkward moment of waiting for someone to write something in the chat here.
A lot I can talk about while we wait.
Okay, chat away, Sandy. Take it away.
When you were going through the affiliate partnership products, the IC Language Institute, I remember I wrote down a big note on a paper. I lost it because I'm packing, but it said IC Language Institute because I think it's such a great thing to market, like you were saying, not just for the commissions and the high ticket, but it's like Dwayne Golden said on one of the Hangouts. People are going to universities and spending thousands of dollars to learn these languages, and you can have it here for, I forget the price, $200 for a semester. And you know, these are both languages that I've wanted to learn. I can understand them a little bit, but they're both languages that over the past few years I'm like, I want to know Spanish better. I want to learn Portuguese. I actually bought a Portuguese book a year ago, and it's just, I'm like, wow, you know, my universe thing is coming up. Like, I asked for this, and it's right here, and it's for this awesome price, and having these awesome teachers online. Just so I'm excited about that and promoting that as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to start selling that thing. You know, they had put out that number at the convention. They said, you know, because it just recently launched, and they already have 2,000 paid members.
Wow. And
they said the market that's really blowing up right now, and the market that I'd like to go after is, you know, Spanish people wanting to learn English.
Yeah.
You know, because they either come to the country and they don't know it, or they're thinking about coming and they want to learn it, and they're signing up to that course like crazy, you know, at $300 a pop, you know, and you get 100% commission. I mean, sell 3 of those a day, that's, you know, almost $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
You know, just from selling that course.
And the thing that's cool about it is that you can do it from the comfort of your home. You don't have to leave your home or leave your family. And what if you are someone, like you said, Michael, that wants to learn English, and you can be there from the comfort of your home, and you can have your entire family sitting there with you in the living room by the computer, and y'all can all learn it together. So I just think that is so cool.
Yeah, you're right. Does somebody want to say, Sandy?
I just said, yay! I'm excited!
Yeah, I think we're all excited, man, especially coming off the IC convention and all the stuff that's going on. I was already asking Dwayne, I'm like, when's the next one? When's the next one? Where is it going to be? You know, and so it's, you know, I thought they were going to be every 3 months, but I guess they're not. I think the next one's going to be in March. And I was like, oh, and they're trying to decide on where that's going to be. But I almost went to the one in Columbia. They had one in Columbia in September, but I'm not going to be able to make that one. But that would have been nice to make.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, gals, everybody out there, thank you for checking this hangout out. Like I said, it is recorded, so we'll be shooting the link to this out everywhere. I'm seeing a lot of great feedback here about people loving what we did here today, so that's awesome. And hope you all have a good night. Go back to your families, and it was a pleasure hanging out with you.
Ciao.